Welcome to the Mendota Ranch. So we got some ranch management slash deer management today. So I've got Todd here, and we're going to go do what we do. And if you watch any of the deer videos, you understand this, that we have to keep the number down. So we still like about 9 more deer does to dispatch, and we like a couple more bucks to dispatch. So we got a winter storm coming in tonight. We're supposed to get a bunch of snow and wind. So we're going to try to jump in the helicopter. We got one spot where we shoot from, and the only way to get there is by flying there on the ranch here. So it takes longer to start the helicopter up than it does to actually fly over there. So I mean, but the problem is it's just up on the caprock, and we just can't get there. So so Todd and I will load our gear up. So Todd, you've got the spot and scope, and you've got a rangefinder. Let's see. I've got get the ammo. We got this is our rear bag, sandbag, and our Kestrel. Kestrel gives us our dope for whatever range we're shooting at that day. So I'll throw that in the helicopter. Make sure this ammo is full. Let me, before you open that door, let me get my other stuff out of there. Okay. So what we're shooting, this is a 300 Norma, 230 grain bullet. We're going to another bullet too, but this for today, for the camera, this is what we're using today. It's a good round. All right, gun. I need a gun and my glass. Okay. So, gotta have a spot and scope because everything we're shooting is really long distance. It's a spot and scope. This will be the 300 Norma that we're shooting today. This is a really good gun. It's just essentially a tack driver. So once we get up there, you'll see it in action. But just remember what we're doing today is management. It's truthfully, I didn't really want to even show it to you how we do it, because I know on YouTube will suppress it. So if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like button and the subscribe button and drop a comment just to piss YouTube off, because they hate stuff like this. All right, so we're pre-flighted. We got a little bit of fuel. Like I said, it's going to take longer to start the helicopter than it is actually fly over there. But it's a caprock, and the only way we can get up there is fly. I guess we could hike up there, but I ain't hiking. You hiking, Colin? No. I tell you, I showed you we killed that pig again. So that pig had a spot, an abscess right here.
Right there above it.
And then his hawk had a hole in his hawk.
I bet that's when the boys shot at him up top.
Yeah. Day. And he had 2 coyotes harassing him. He tore that field all to hell.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, tore it up bad.
Mile shot out of the helicopter?
Yeah. The hardest part, what took the longest, was me finding a sweet spot, because the wind was kind of off my shoulder over here.
Right where is it working you over?
Yeah, and it's kind of working me around a little bit, and I was like, God dang it. Clear your way, Todd.
Yeah, we're good. Nobody's running up beside us.
So is that a new camera? That's a Sony A7Siii?
Yes, sir.
Is that a nice one, huh? Nice. Good job. Good purchase. So here's what we're doing today is we're, this little caprock we're coming up on, we'll land up there and shut down, and then we'll dispatch deer from up here. We haven't hunted this spot yet, or I say hunted, we hadn't shot deer from this spot yet. And so we're hoping to see some deer here that we normally don't see. So so since we just got a small window, if you can see off to the north, we've got a big winter storm coming in tonight. So we're going to try to get this spot knocked out this evening and see if we can't get a few deer down, and then we'll get them processed and get them off to some needy people. So most of y'all don't know, but a lot of these deer, that we remove from the ranch, they all go, there's a lot of people around town that, are struggling, and they come out and, pick these deer up for free. So Not only do we, use it for management, but we're not throwing the deer down. I see deer running down there right now. So we won't be shooting extremely far here. Probably the longest shot here probably be 1,000 meters. So it should be an easy day. And that's one of the reasons we don't hunt here a whole lot. Is just because we don't have the distance. We don't have the range. We can't get out to 2 miles here.
Bucks, what we're looking for with the bucks is essentially it's a mature buck that is genetically inferior. So he might have, 3 points here, 4 points there, off balance, or he might be a fork horn, but he's a mature deer, or he's 3. He's old enough to be a bigger deer. Most of our deer, what we like to see by the time they're 2, we'd like to see at least a 10 point. Some of them are even bigger than that. A lot of the bucks that we've taken a lot of the junkers out already, and so we've got a lot of really big young deer. So we got some 2 and 3 year olds. What do you think, Todd? They're pushing 175, 180, something like that. They're really big. So this is the year that we're really trying to really concentrate on the older does. So the younger does should be the same genetics as these young bucks in theory. I mean, it's not exact, but in theory, the young bucks and the young does should be same genetics. So these older deer, like these 6 and 7, 5, 6, 7 year old does, we want to really get taken care of this year. So what we do is we just sit up on these caprocks and then we spot the deer, and we know most of the deer. And it's not just because we're here, it's not a guarantee that we're going to see deer here, but it's about 4:30 in the afternoon. It's a pretty nice evening right now. It's not too windy. I bet we get some. So probably what we'll do is we'll dispatch a couple of them, 2 or 3 of them, and then we usually kind of head out and start picking them up before dark so we don't lose the deer. And then we'll go get the deer processed. So essentially, it's just a wait and see now.
Give me 4 meals. Go to the right, scan right. That big tree that has a limb broke off and it's white, he's just slow left of it. Tail up. Yeah, give me 4. Can you see him? Give me 4.5 meals. 4.6. Yeah, I got him. Oh, good hit. Nice hit. Perfect. He's gonna go down right there. That's straight through the heart. That was a nice call. He's fixing B. That was a nice shot, Jason. Yeah. It was a really good wind call, though.
That was a good wind call. That was a good wind call. No wind. What a beautiful day to shoot, huh?
Oh, it was beautiful.
How far? He wasn't very far, was he?
765 where you hit him.
60 meters.
Yeah.
So what he is, he's just a giant 8 point. We'll go down there and get him here in a minute. But he's just a big, ugly, mature. Probably, we think he's 6. I bet he's 5 or 6.
Yeah, he's got to be. He may
just
be.
A big old gnarly. And the way his antlers, instead of going like this and wide, they go up like this and real narrow. Just it's not what Todd and I are wanting. I mean, he's got a lot of antler, but it's just all wrong. It's all going in the wrong spot. All right, let's get us another one.
Walking.
Yeah,
walking.
On the right there.
Closest.
Nose down.
Head down. Maybe she'll stop.
No wind.
Yeah, stop. Give me 0.3 left. Yeah. Good shot.
Easy day.
So let's go down. I think that long line is I think I threw it in where the van is, where my boat is.
Okay.
So let's go grab it.
B-roll takes about as much time as doing the job.
Best part about, like what Nate and I say, best part about our deal is nothing is planned. We'll just grab a camera and go. It's nice to take culls like that used to, 10 years ago, those were the better ones, and now those are the culls. It's like, man, those kind of deer like that it just makes me mad that we didn't get them last year,
Yeah, it's amazing over the last 10 years what the culling has done for the deer herd.
I know, it's amazing how big our deer got. It's awesome.
You're good on my side. Still good. Still good on my side. They're dragging the ground. Yeah, you can let that rope go if you want. Right there, it's good. Weight's off the rope.
Well, I guess we'll unhook them and then go put the helicopter up, huh?
Yep.
Well, that was some easy lifting. Didn't even hurt my back. Woo, that old air is getting cold. I don't know about y'all, but it's making my cheeks cold.
Hi. So that's kind of deer management on the Mendota Ranch. So essentially what we did, we went to a different range, and it's a range we have to fly a helicopter to get up to. And it's still a little bit of daylight left outside. And that's kind of our routine. We go dispatch a handful of deer. And so our cooler is pretty full right now with deer, so we couldn't get 10 or whatever, So we just got a handful of deer. Todd and I will go up there and gut the deer, get them ready to be to whoever gonna pick them up. So what we do is once we get deer in the cooler and we get the cooler full, then we notify people here in town, and the meat will go to some needy people here in Canadian or even Miami, some local people. So and they're happy to get it, and we're happy to have a home for it. So essentially the buck we shot, what was that buck? You just a mainframe, just a big junker 8,
Yeah.
And so he had real short beams, so his beams were short, and that's what made him a junker. He's short, not much wide. He was pretty tall, and a lot of people probably love to shoot him, but for us it's a junker. He's just not the kind of deer we're looking for. So we want to get his genetics, out, and then we also shot some does, and the does are just old does. And so now that's it. So tonight wasn't very long shooting. What were they?
765 and 710.
Yeah, so just a little over 750, 760 meters out. So what is that in yards? I don't even know what that is in yards.
add 10%. So 760 is going to be
830 yards. Yeah, most people,
840.
I think most people don't realize the difference in meters and yards, but you know, everything we do out here is in meters. Easy shots, easy day. You know, normally we don't sling load them out with helicopter, but we do sling load, and we were in the helicopter, so that makes, because that driving down that creek's it was really hard to get down into, and
It's getting wet too.
yeah, it's getting wet, real spring, you get stuck, so it makes life a lot easier. So we got, what, 30 minutes of daylight. Todd and I can go gut them right quick, and we'll be done for the day. Be whiskey time. We'll be on whiskey maintenance. So, all right, hey, thanks for following me on Instagram. Thanks for subscribing on the YouTube, and don't forget to like, subscribe, do all the good stuff, because you know YouTube hates these kind of videos. So just let's do everything we can to piss them off. So thanks. We'll see you.